So today, cryptocurrencies are making a huge rebound. Who knows what's going to happen, but yesterday the low was like 28, well, 29, 8, 29,800. That was the low of Bitcoin. And wherever Bitcoin goes, the market goes. So if it goes up, the rest of the cryptocurrencies will go up. There's ones that won't follow exactly like Ethereum and a couple other ones that won't follow exactly what Bitcoin does. But for the most part, everything was in the red yesterday. The only thing that was not in the red was stable coins. Those are the only things not in the red because those are based off of the dollar, so they stay at a dollar. Um, so everything's pretty much green today. It rebounded, like Bitcoin sitting at 42,000 right now, so it rebounded over 12,000 in one day, and it dropped huge yesterday. So what I think, they're saying that there's a lot of different things what caused the massive drop yesterday, which was a historic drop, one of the biggest drops, I guess, ever in Bitcoin history. I think they said it was the sixth biggest or something I've been seeing. What caused it was a lot of different things. I think that the Elon fiasco, I went over this yesterday in a video, but the Elon fiasco, the India saying they're gonna ban it, China's reiterating they're keeping it banned or whatever they're doing. The whales orchestrating everything for like a dump for them to dump it. And what I think caused the flash crash to go down as far as it did is I think that what happened was these people who have a lot of invested cryptos or Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin, when they dumped it, that means there's a lot of coins on the market, right? There's a lot of these Bitcoin on the market. There was only so much, now there's a ton. So that drives down the price. So what happened, I think, is it got to a point where these people who are borrowing on margin, I'm not an expert. Now you can look this stuff up yourself because it is probably different than I'm explaining it because I'm not that smart. But people put in, like, the way I seen it is like if you put in, like, here's an example, you put in 5,000 and then you make a margin, it's like borrowing another 5,000. So now you got 10,000 to buy, right? You got $10,000 you can use to buy crypto, like you buy Bitcoin, right? But you only have 5,000 invested, and I think that you have to pay some kind of interest on borrowing it, obviously. So if you borrow so much and it gets so low, what happens? And this happened during the Depression. From what I hear, and from my memory serves me correct, people were borrowing on margin down to like 10%. So they would only put 10% in, or something like that. They'd only have 10% of a stock, and the rest is borrowed. And once it gets low enough, the banks or whoever's lending the money for you to borrow more, they're going to be like, hey, you need to put this much money right now in or you're going to be liquidated. And if you don't put that much money in, they sell everything. So you lost your money. So if you put $5,000 in, if you don't come up with the money, right? If you don't come up with that, if they need, I don't know, $3,000, I don't know. If you don't come up with it within, like, right now or the next 24 hours, they will sell everything that you have and you just lost all of that. And I think that's what causes these flash crashes, is I think that there's a lot of people who are borrowing, and it's probably a lot more than the $5,000 example. They're probably borrowing like 50,000. They might be putting in 50,000, so they just like lost all of that. Some people might be having like $1 million in there, or a half a million, and then they don't have anything left. They have no assets. You know, maybe they use their home, the equity in their home or whatever, to actually get the capital to for the margin, and then they don't have anything left. They can't be like, okay, I put in 500,000. Well, they need 200,000. I can't. I have nothing. Boom, gone. And then so they have nothing because they over leverage themselves. And then if they did with their home and all that, then they just lost their home too. If they can't pay the mortgage, like they just lost everything. Like they just lost a lot of value. And that's why these margin things, if you over, like, you can use them if you can afford it, right? If you don't over leverage yourself to that extent, that high. I mean, if you're making good money and you got good capital, and you can, if they do a margin call and you can give them the money they need so they don't sell your assets when the things, if it drops. Because listen, if you're in crypto, man, this is why I tell if you're a regular person in crypto, just put your money in there that you're willing to lose, and pretend that you've already lost it, like you're in a casino. Like you go in a casino, you lost a couple $100, and I guess I lost it. I'm walking out now. That's what you have to do with crypto, and just put it away. Like, it's gone now. And then a couple of years, it might be worth a lot. It might be worth nothing. But that's what I would do, because crypto is highly volatile. It's super volatile because it's brand new technology. It's very infant stages right now. And it is very volatile. So if you take a high risk and you do a margin and you over leverage yourself, you can lose everything because you want to gain this. They're thinking, oh man, I could put this much money in and they'll let me borrow this much money. They're thinking crypto's going to go up and up and up and up and up. And if it goes the other way and goes down and they have no capital to give them, so they don't sell their assets and give these people, the banks want their money. That's what they want. And if you can't, if it gets so low that they feel like they're going to lose money, they're going to sell, and they give you a chance to make it up. I might not be explaining it the best because, like I said, I'm mentally challenged. But you can look this stuff up yourself. And this is what I think is like the root cause for these flash crashes in crypto, where these people, these whales, manipulate the market and they sell, putting all these coins in the market, dropping the price of crypto. And these people who are on extended that are over leveraging themselves on margin just lose. It just goes down because they're forced to sell. Here's more coins out there now because the bank sold their coins. And then when the whales do, they come up and scoop up all of, that's what they did yesterday too. They came in and they scooped up all them coins, and people lost a lot of money. I'm leveraging myself bad on credit cards, right? Yeah. Myself? Yeah. But that's just my credit score. I don't have it leveraged like that. My assets leveraged where I have the keys to my crypto. I have the keys. I own the keys. I don't have a third party that I am borrowing from. Wait, I'm trying to say this. I'm not on an exchange where I'm getting a derivative. I'm investing in a derivative. No, it's not like you're like, you know how gold is traded on the market where you could buy paper gold and people buy paper gold instead of the real thing. That's what it's like. I have real crypto. I have real Doge. I have real Bitcoin. I can move it wherever I want. I don't need Webull or anything like that. I don't have to sell my crypto and pay all these taxes to get capital and no, I have the real deal. But these people, I think, are on these exchanges, and they're using, and they don't really own it like I do. They are buying into these derivatives and overextending themselves. And I think this is what's causing these flash crashes in crypto. I could be wrong because, like I stated, I'm mentally challenged. I can barely dress myself. I don't know anything. Not financial advice. I'm the last person you need to listen to with the financial advice. What I try to bring to my channel is awareness, because I definitely do not know the details of everything. I don't know the ins and outs because I'm in so many different things. My brain is like, it does not go boom real deep in this, and I'm not really good at explaining things. Whoever watches my videos should know this pretty well.